Welcome to day 35 of me backtesting my way to success. Today I'm finally not as sick anymore as I was the last couple of days, so let's just see how the first trade goes. Okay, so first trade was a win. The reasons why I entered were this 3-hour fair value gap to the downside right here. Equilibrium from the swing high to the swing low, since we're in a downtrend right now. And I scaled into the lower time frame to look for a breaker structure that fit with the equilibrium and the fair value gap. But then price just went higher and higher, and so I thought, okay, looks like it's going for this area of liquidity. It took out this area of liquidity. I entered off of a breaker structure, like I said. Stop loss was above this area of liquidity with a little breathing room. Take profits were previous areas of liquidity right here, and also this area of liquidity. All were hit. And let's just see how the next trade goes. Next trade was a loss, and the reasons why I entered was 3-hour equilibrium from the swing high to the swing low, since we're in a downtrend right now. And right here it took out this area of liquidity, and on the breaker structure I entered right here. Take profit was only this area of liquidity, and that should have also been something like that made me think before entering the trade, since usually when I take trades I see at least 2 take profit areas, at least 2. Right here I only saw this area of liquidity because yeah, there was a fair value gap right here, but it got already taken out by this candle, and so it was kind of awkward. Shouldn't have entered this trade because it was kind of against my gut, since I thought, oh, okay, that's kind of weird, only one take profit. That's unusual for me, and so I got stopped out. And yeah, I think what I learned from this trade was to not go against my gut. So let's just see how the next trade goes. Next trade was another win, and the reasons why I entered were this 4-hour equilibrium, this 4-hour order block right here to the downside, and this area of liquidity, and those two confluences perfectly matched up with the equilibrium, as you can see, like really perfectly. And so on a breaker structure I entered right away. Stop loss was above the area of liquidity that it just took out with a little breathing room. Take profits were previous areas of liquidity right here, this area of liquidity, and also those 2 areas of liquidity. Then place one right here, since there was kind of this area of liquidity was created based off of news, I think, at least. And so I don't know if I didn't know if price was going to go down, but it did in the end. But yeah, still got 4 take profits, and yeah, let's just see how the next trade goes. Next trade was a loss. The reasons why I entered were this 3-hour fair value gap and order block to the upside. Price also was in the middle of 2 areas of liquidity, reversed into my confluences, and then looks like it's going to go up again. And the reason why I lost was, one, because I was impatient, because right here, look at this equilibrium. It makes a lot of sense because this is a clear low and this is a clear high, and it looks just like your average equilibrium, you know. And also there's this 3-hour order block which fit perfectly into the equilibrium, so I should have waited for price to go into this order block. What did I do? I placed this equilibrium right here from this swing low to this swing high. It is a valid swing low, but while placing this, it was kind of awkward, you know. I was like, is this really valid? Because I don't know, it kind of felt like it wasn't really valid. Because I don't know, this area is just way worse of a equilibrium start than this area. I don't know, it just feels like that. I can't really explain it. It just felt like that. And yeah, so I think my equilibrium was completely wrong, and I placed it only right here. I saw this equilibrium. However, I placed mine to this area, and the reason for that was because I was impatient, because I just wanted to enter the next trade. And so yeah, I got stopped out, karma, take profits, previous areas of liquidity, those 4 right here. And stop loss was below the fair value gap, below the order block. And like I said, it just went into the order block. Broke already, structured to the upside. No, not yet. And so I'm probably going to enter right here. So yeah, what I learned from this trade was impatience, and again I went against my feeling, against my gut or market experience, if you could call that. I think that feeling that I got was from having the experience of trading with equilibrium for the past couple of days. So let's just see how the last trade goes. Okay, so the next trade was a loss, and I think I was really tunnel vision right now, and I can't say anything but that I'm just stupid. My first take profit got hit again, but like my others were not. And yeah, I noticed right now that equilibrium works from the swing low to the swing high, while we're in an uptrend. And from the swing high to the swing low, it works while we're in a downtrend. And this equilibrium right here is from the downtrend, but we're not in a downtrend from the uptrend, and we're not in an uptrend anymore, because as you can clearly see, we broke structure right here, and we're currently going down, so we're in a downtrend. And I got so tunnel vision with this equilibrium, and because I just lost this trade, that I went in for the same. That's just stupid. If I just stopped, maybe just went to go to drink something or eat something really quick, I could have thought this over, because right here from the swing high to the swing low makes a lot of sense. To like right here, it also took out the area of liquidity. The previous one from right here, as you can see, it took out this area of liquidity. Could have entered right around this area. It would have actually been a fine entry, because equilibrium, sweep of liquidity, break of structure would have been fine to enter for a sell. But instead, I was tunnel vision as fuck, and yeah, I got like 3 losses from both of these trades each for no reason, because I was just, again, stupid. And also this week is horrible, to be honest. I have a horrible win rate right now. I'm still up 20%, but Jesus Christ, almost 60%. Usually I have a win rate of 70%, if not higher. So this really feels bad right now. I mean, I am sick still a bit, but that's no excuse for being a moron. But okay, let's get into the weekly recap. What I learned the previous week. I mean, I already said the first half of the week in the monthly recap, but let me just do it again. Let me just say it again. On day 28, I learned to look at the bias, and on 29, I learned to trust my guts, because I was trading against my gut for whatever reason. I don't even know why. And also, I wrote down that I shouldn't look at the risk-reward ratio too much, because right now I'm still only backtesting. I want to get experience, and if I look at the risk-reward ratio and not take trades that I would if the risk-reward ratio was better, then that kind of negates the whole point of me backtesting to get experience. If I don't enter trades to get the experience, you know. On day 30, I learned that the bias is stronger than every confluence, and even high time frame confluences, because I was trading against the bias, but I had like a daily or 2 daily confluences, and price just completely ignored those confluences and just went even lower. So yeah. And I also wrote that confluences either get ignored or reacted with, because I think I got like two confluences, then price went a bit out of them and then broke through them. And I thought, yeah, it's still valid. But the moment they left the confluence area, that's when they get ignored, or either they go higher up or they go lower. So that was also a mistake of mine. On day 31 and on day 32, I was impatient again, so I wrote that I should be patient, of course. And on day 33, I wrote that I should think twice about every action I take. Because, yeah, because I was just like today, I was doing stupid things. If I had just thought twice before entering the last trade, before entering the trade where I was super tunnel visioned, then I could have been, then I could have avoided getting three more losses. On day 34, I learned to be sure to analyze correctly because I think I got something wrong. Yeah, okay, no, on day 34, I remember that I lost a trade, but I didn't know for what reason. So I thought that maybe it had to do with my analysis. And I'm still not sure because the trade was, I don't know. I honestly don't know why I lost, except for that you can't always predict price or that I didn't analyze it correctly. But yeah, gotta be one of those. And today, like I said, I learned again to be patient, to not be tunnel visioned, and to think before doing anything on the chart. It's honestly annoying. I've been backtesting for more than a month already, and I'm still impatient, but that's okay. That I get that since, of course, almost everyone is impatient right now in this world, so I get it. I get that it takes a bit of time to get rid of my impatience. But that I just get tunnel vision and don't think about the things I do. That's like that's like horrible. You have to think. If you don't use your brain, then what will you do in life? So yeah, I will definitely work on that. So we'll see you in the next one.